This is Grade 8, Chapter 7, Part 4, Solving Problems Involving Prisms and Cylinders. So, solve a problem involving a right triangular prism. So Marcus is making a display of prism chocolates in his candy shop. He will stack 64 packages to form a shape that is a triangular prism. So using 8 packages in the bottom layer, what is the volume of the display? Show your thinking. So we know that it's the base of the triangular prism, and the base is 5 times 5.6 divided by 2. So that's the base. And then we multiply that by the height, which is 20. So we have 5 times 5.6 divided by 2 times 20 equals 280. And I'm just double checking this right now. 280 is each bar. So if 280 is each bar, and if we move over here, 280 is each bar, and we have 600 or 64 of them. When we multiply that by 64, we have 17,920. That's the volume of the display. So we know that because each bar is 280, there's going to be 64 of them. Then we multiply that by 64, and it's 17,920. If you walk through it, it's the same thing here. It's just there's the volume of the display is 17,920. So example 2, solve a problem involving cylinders. A cylinder with a radius of 0.6 and a height of 15 meters needs to be replaced with a cylinder of equal volume. However, the new cylinder has a radius of 0.5. How high must the cylinder be? So if we know that the cylinder has a radius of 0.6, the volume of a cylinder to review is pi r squared times height. So let's plug in the numbers. 3.14 times 0.6 squared, 0.6 squared, times 15. So 3.14 times 0.6 squared times 15 equals 16.956. Now we know that that's the volume that must be found. So pi r squared times the height equals the volume. So let's plug this in using our new volume. So we know that the volume is 16.956, and we know that pi is always 3.14. That's a constant. We know that the radius is 0.5 squared. We don't know the height, so we're going to keep that as h. So we're going to simplify it really quick. We're going to square 0.5, and we're going to multiply it by 3.14. So we get 0.785 times h equals 16.956. To isolate h, we do the opposite of what's happening to it, like you learned in grade 7. So we divide h by 0.785. If you need a refresher on that, it's found on chapter 11 in grade 7. But divide 0.785 on both sides, because whatever you do to one side, you do to the other side. So we divide this by 0.785 as well. And we find that 16.956 divided by 0.785, the height will equal 21.6 meters. So that's your answer. I hope you did that at home and followed along. So again, when we scroll down, 21.6 centimeters, which is what we found on the other when we did it. Sorry, just dropped my calculator. That's fun times. So solve a problem involving right prisms and cylinders. So engineers Rob and Kayla have designed rectangular culverts to carry water under a new highway. They estimate that the distance under the highway is 45 meters, determine the volume of concrete they need to make the required number of culvert pieces. So let's follow through this. So the culvert under the highway, it looks somewhat like this. Length times width times height. So we know that 2 times 15 equals 60. So the volume of that equals 60 meters. When we scroll down, we don't need to fill in the middle because it's going to be filled with a pipe. So the cylindrical space, we have to find how much the circle is within this square, because we're going to subtract that later on. So the circle is 3.14. We know that the diameter is 1 meter. So we take half of that, which is the radius. So 0.5 times 15, so 3.14 times 0.5 times 0.5 times 15. And the volume of that equals 11.775. So now that we know the volume of both, the volume of concrete required is 60 minus 11.775. So the volume of concrete required for one culvert piece is 48.225. So your homework is at the back of the class. I hope you guys followed along. If you didn't, please come see me. Ask me a lot of questions, and good luck. Yeah, come see me if you have questions.